Hey everybody, this is Dr. Flight. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. A good start to your week, maybe. Um, uh, this is our weekly roundup for MBA 631. This is a unique week. We have 4 of these weeks throughout the term. It is test week, which can be daunting, can be a little scary. Um, but I just want to try to make it as pain-free as possible, I guess, if you will. So this is our first test week, and the way we're going to do this semester is we'll have 3 weeks of content or material, which includes, as you know, reading, discussions, weekly summaries, really a grounding in the material and the content of the course. And there's a lot of it. There's a lot of material. There's a lot to read. And there are a lot of concepts that are pretty deep, I guess, in nature. And so, anyways, what we'll do is on every 4th week, we'll take a slight pause. We will not add any more content or material, but rather we'll have an opportunity for you to tell us what you know about the topics that you've learned so far. And so there's a take-home test. It consists of 6 questions, 2 questions roughly each chapter or each week. Since we've had 3 weeks, it'd be 6 questions, and we'll see how this goes, if this is too much or too little in terms of content and kind of what we're doing. So for this first test, then, again, it's take home. As you can imagine, it would be open book. You would be expected, I guess, to use resources that you have. You should not share resources with your classmates. This is not a community effort. This is an individual effort for you. The point here is to not just gloss over or summarize with just a skimming of the material. The point here really is to tell me and express kind of the nuances of these concepts. Each of the concepts that we cover and we talk about in the content are fairly deep. There can be a lot you could learn in each one of these areas. And so I want you to just buckle down, do your best. I know you will, and see what you can express in each one of these content areas. So if you're on the Moodle page, you've either probably already done this or maybe will be doing this shortly. You're familiar with the way the Moodle page looks. We can do content exams in the middle here, or we can find it on the sidebar on the left. If you hit content exams, there's going to be 4 listed, but only one of them is the one we need to worry about. Content exam number 1. We'll go ahead and click on that, and you're going to see the instructions and then also the six items there. So you can turn it in at any time prior to midnight on Friday, the February 2nd. So feel free to go ahead and knock it out. You can do a question or 2 a night, and then turn it in on Friday, whatever your schedule allows you to do. Please feel free to do that. It is due, however, by midnight on Friday. Please number your answers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 according to the questions. That would help me out. You do not need to write huge volumes, although there's no page limit. I want, what I'm going to be looking for is completeness of your answer, the depth of your answer, and the nuanced details that you're able to provide, which would suggest you know the content pretty well. And again, I expect that you'll probably take these questions and look them up and kind of think about applications as each question asks you to do. Please feel free to use external resources, but also cite them in your text, and then also provide a reference page at the end. That would be very good. I don't particularly care what type of citation method you use. You're free to use whatever citation method you'd like, as long as it's consistent. And again, within the text, you identify what your source is, and then at the very end, you do a reference page. That's the way it should work. I do not, I want your references, if you use them, I want them to support your original thinking. I don't want them to be your original thinking. In other words, this is not a research paper where you go out and just copy and paste something you find out there. This needs to be your work, and supported by external sources. So have fun with it. I know that's cliche, but this is a good opportunity to express what I think the core elements are, at least 6 of them of the first 3 weeks. I couldn't ask you about everything, but I think these are a good sampling of questions and content items that will help you, and also help as you develop in your MBA and progress through the program. I think these are good questions that refer to marketing's role in the firm, and how marketing creates value and generates positive things in the world we live in. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm sure there may be a few out there here and there. Please feel free to reach out, and I'll touch base with you again next week. Starting Monday next week, we start week 5, and we'll be jumping right back into content. So no content this week, meaning no discussions this week, no reviews or summaries or reflections this week, just your test. That's all you have to worry about. All right, have fun.